let's talk about the fights coming up.
They
We
all
got
train the UFC.
yes, they all train the UFC. Let's talk. Curtis Blaydes, a maniac, a killer
Beast.
against the big Russian Alexander Volkov. Like that's a big time fight. Super excited about it. I'm happy that it's not a pay-per-view, that I can actually watch this and not feel like, do I pay for it? Do I not? Nope. I got ESPN Plus. I'm watching it.
Well, you do pay for it. You pay for ESPN Plus.
Well, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. But Curtis Blaydes, I mean, he's only lost to Nagano twice.
Twice.
Given,
He lost to Bazookas.
but other than that, I mean, he pounded JDS. He's he's always risen to the challenge. So, I mean, he's going to come ready. He's going to be coming prepared. Volkov's a killer. Um, his only loss was to, who was his only loss to? We just talked about it. It
Yeah, you
was
think I remember
to
that crap
Derek
when he was-
Lewis,
Yeah, Derek Lewis.
to the Bama Beast, right?
Yep.
So, and in that fight, he was winning every single minute of it until he got knocked out.
Yeah, that was the
Which
very end of the fight, right? That was the Derek Lewis. I
Yeah,
have
the
to knock
last
this
10
guy out in the last
yes,
second in order to win that
last
fight.
10 seconds of the fight,
Yeah.
gets knocked out. And look, I mean, that's the heavyweight division. That's MMA. That's the UFC fighting. That's whatever you call it, but shit. He would be undefeated. And but I mean, these guys are two big deals, and I think that what's next for these guys, whoever wins. It's not
Nagano.
I mean, I don't know. I think Nagano just waits for results of DC and Miocic, and then he gets next.
Yeah, but I think Nagano wants to fight. So I think the winner of this is going to get Nagano. And then if Nagano loses...
Not if it's Blaydes. Not if it's Blaydes.
Okay, that's true.
Why is Nagano got to fight Blaydes again?
We'll play both sides of the coin. If Blaydes wins, then I don't know who you put him up against. Because he's got a pretty good resume. He's beat Overeem, he beat Hunt. He beat the hell out of JDS.
Yeah.
So, okay, so if Blaydes wins, what do you have? You have the Stipe DC fight, and then Nagano gets a shot, and then if whoever wins gets Blaydes?
Blaydes takes on loser of Nagano and Miocic.
You're assuming Miocic is going to beat DC?
No, because you know what? DC wins, he's not coming back. He's
so you
done.
think DC wins and retires right there in the ring?
Yeah, totally. That's my hot take. That's the prediction there. Okay. I don't know. What I'd like to see is the winner of this fight takes on John Jones. That's what I'd love to see. Is Blaydes or Volkov taking on John Jones? Why can't John Jones help himself right to the top of the list?
Well, yeah, but John Jones was going to fight Ngannou. And then obviously
let's just say that fight's not going to happen. Let's just say, for right now, let's put that on the shelf. John Jones gets one of these two killers.
What, a catchweight?
No, John Jones comes up, gets his heavyweight fight.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen.
Finally.
With the whole dispute with Dana.
Look, if you can make money, Dana's going to make it happen. Right. I don't know. Look, I don't want it to happen because I want them to unionize and I want them to fuck Dana out of a job and get him out of there. But let's just say in a perfect world, that's what I want to happen. But I like Blaydes. I think he's a fun fighter to watch. I don't think he gets past this Russian.
Yeah, look, I don't know who to pick in this fight. To me, it's a coin flip because they're both great. They're heavyweights, so you know it can end in a split second. Volkov is 6'7". He's huge. I mean, Blaydes is 6'4", though, also huge. So,
yeah,
it's who's going to get clipped, or who's going to get caught, and it's over.
I think the only chink in the armor of Volkov is the fact that he doesn't really take advantage of his reach as much as he should, and so does he figure that out for this fight? He better, because Curtis Blaydes is coming after him. If if gun to my head and I had to predict, I'm going Volkov, but I'd actually like to see Blaydes win because I'd like to see the division kind of get in this turmoil where it's like you have Blaydes who's now at the top and Ngannou's up there, but Ngannou's beat Blaydes twice now, and you don't want to see that fight. Ngannou has everything to lose for taking on that fight.
Yep.
So that'll be interesting. We'll see where that goes. I mean, let's do some pick'ems here. I mean, there's some really interesting fights coming up on this card. We have Josh Emmett versus Shane Burgos.
I'll take Shane Burgos.
Yeah, I'm taking Shane Burgos too. I don't see that going anywhere else. And then you have one of my tough fighters, Raquel Pennington versus Marion Renault.
I'm taking Raquel.
I'm taking Rocky. I helped her figure out her social media handle. She had I can't remember. Quick story. She had some weird
Damn it.
social handle name, and I was like, yeah, you should change it. It doesn't really sound very good. You should change it to this. Whatever. Lyman Good versus Bilal Muhammad.
I don't know what to pick in that fight. That's a tough one for me.
I'm going Bilal.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going Bilal. I think that's where it's going. But yeah, that one's a coin flip at welterweight.
Fine, I'll take Good just to be different.
Lyman Good. All right, and then we got the guy if you asked me if Jim Miller was still fighting, I wouldn't have been able to tell you that he was still fighting. Like he's a wily veteran who's been around the block, and he's fighting Roosevelt Roberts.
I'm picking A10.
Yeah, I'm going Roosevelt Roberts.
Really?
I think he's going to retire Jim Miller, and I think it's time for Jim to find another line of business. And then one fight off of the prelims I want to talk about, Clay Guida, Bobby Green. And that's a fun fight. The Carpenter, is always going to give you a good fight. But I like Bobby Green. I'm a Bobby Green guy. I'm a Bobby Green fan. So
I'm a Guida guy. So
yeah. So we'll see. But good night of fights. Real quick, while we end this UFC segment, I do want to bring up, dude, Jessica Ai, man. Like
she didn't look ready.
From weigh-ins where she looked like a scared little kid who was about to have to fight their bully. Right? Like it was after school, they're in the parking lot, and she was scared and terrified. Apparently, the rumor was she was 3 pounds over. She ended up only weighing 0.2 over. But, I mean, man, you never see the female fighters having to get naked to weigh in. But two, like, dude, she wasn't ready. And then she got pounded. She never wanted to engage, and I'm a Jessica Ai fan, but she disappointed, man. And if she's gonna bring this kind of junk to a fight, she needs to retire too. Like I'm tired of seeing fighters come in completely unprepared. When you're in the NBA or the NFL or a team sport and you have a bad day, okay, there's another game, there's another play around the corner. When you're a fighter, you don't get the option of having a bad day because you get knocked out or you get pounded. And she made Calvillo look
amazing,
like Ronda freaking Rousey. Like what?
Calvillo was like out of this world.
Yeah. So yeah, enough of that. Enough of that noise.
All right, on to more depressing topics.